For many people, LGBT adoption has been a new concept, and the image of a perfect family consists of a mother and a father of opposite sexes. We know that it is only a stereotype, but through the years there has been more and more gay and lesbian couples who are becoming parents, whether through artificial insemination or segregate or adoptions. Today we have two people to discuss this topic, Josue, who's in favor, and Brenda, who's against it.
Hi, as Karima mentioned, my name is Brenda and I'm going to be advocating against homosexual adoption. First of all, I think it is important to mention the hunger of the children about their father when lesbian couples decide to do the IVF procedure, because most of the time when children grow up, they start asking about their biological dad, saying questions like, "Mom, where's and who's my dad? Did he like me or why isn't he here?" And according to psychiatrist Kyle Puet, she says that kids may grow up with a feeling of rejection or the need to know their father.
Like Karima said, my name is Josue. I'm an advocate for gay adoption. I think it's the morally right choice, as kids deserve to be loved, not only by straight parents, but by any kind of family. This isn't just my opinion though. A survey realized by the CWLA, a coalition of orphanages and kid hospitals, found out that by 2008, there were 130,000 orphans in the US. These kids deserve a home. Not only that, but Professor Stephen Eric from the University of Houston, Clear Lake, realized a 2-decade study around children from the ages of 6 to 7 and found out that there is no relation between gay parents and mental illness or mental malio or any kind of determinant. Also arguing that there isn't any verified study that determines that there is a link between gay parents and depression.
Okay, well, yes, probably there are a lot of foster kids, but I think it is important that children have a father figure in the case of lesbian couples. Fathers exercise a unique social and biological influence on their children, and a recent study of father absence on girls found that girls who grew up apart from their biological father were much more likely to experience early puberty and a teen pregnancy than girls who spent their entire childhood in an intact family. This study, along with David Pinot's work, suggests that a father pheromones influence the biological development of his daughter, that a strong marriage provides a model for girls of what to look for in a man, and gives them the confidence to resist the sexual entreaties of their boyfriends.
Well, if they both need a father role and a mother role, that's what you mean?
Yes.
Why can a gay parents provide that? Why can a woman act like a father and the other woman act like the mother?
Because according to a scientific evidence, they say that there are involucrated some pheromones. I mean, the father influence in the pheromones, because that makes girls feel more secure, and so basically women cannot have that pheromones.
I mean, but that still doesn't really change it. What happens if, for example, one of the women decides to bring a friend, a male friend that stays often at the house? Wouldn't that change something? He has pheromones, he's a man.
Well, probably there's a pheromones, but the kid will not look at that male like their dad, because he doesn't live there, or probably he can live there, but the communication with the kid, it's not gonna be like a type of father-daughter.
But that was not the argument. The argument was that she could have felt safe if the pheromones were present. And talking about the thing about the girl having a strong model for marriage with a man and a woman, why can't gay parents have that? Can gay parents have a strong marriage too? They can.
Leaving all that aside, scientific evidence demonstrates that children raised by homosexuals is more likely to have or experience sexual and gender orientation. Although the evidence on child outcomes is sketchy, it does suggest that children raised by lesbians or homosexual men are more likely to experience gender and sexual disorders. Judith Stacy, a sociologist and an advocate for same-sex civil marriage, reviewed the literature on child outcomes and found the following. Lesbian parenting may free daughters and sons from a broad but uneven range of traditional gender prescriptions. Her conclusion here is based on studies that show that sons of lesbians are less masculine and that daughters of lesbians are more masculine. She also found that a significantly greater proportion of young adult children raised by lesbian mothers than those raised by heterosexual mothers reported having a homoerotic relationship. Stacy also observes that children of lesbians are more likely to report homoerotic attractions.
Well, that's just not the case. According to Dr. Frederick Berlin, associate professor at the Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine, he found out that there is no relation between having a gay parent and your sexual orientation. There is simply no evidence according to it. It was not just his study, but also decades base of other studies.
Well, I believe that children are born not knowing, so when they see a homosexual parental model for older infancy and adolescence, they can follow it when they become teenagers or adults, since that is what they have learned throughout their lives.
Yes, kids do learn. The difference is they learn about their personality, likes, and etc. They don't learn about their sexuality. Okay, they do learn, but they don't learn what they are. That's just something they are. Someone doesn't choose to be gay or learn to be gay. They just are. Just like someone doesn't choose to be straight. If we went by that logic, there wouldn't be any gay people in the world because all gay people come from two straight parents. So, yes, people don't become gay. They just are.
Concluding with everything mentioned, good parenting is not influenced by sexual orientation. It is influenced most by parents' ability to create a loving and nurturing home. This ability has nothing to do with whether the parent is gay or straight. There is no evidence to support claims that children of lesbian and gay parents are less intelligent, suffer from more problems, or are less popular or have lower self-esteem than children of heterosexual parents. Sexual identities, including gender identity, gender role, behavior, and sexual orientation, develop in much the same ways among children of gay and lesbian parents as they do among children of heterosexual parents. There is no conclusive evidence that homosexuality is linked to one's environment. In other words, growing up in a gay couple household will not make a child gay. Studies have shown that children are more influenced by their interactions with their parents and by their parents' sexual orientation.